You know, I made them boys pretty mad, so they got a court case coming up soon. One of them got a 10.
Damn.
Uh,
Damn.
that's how you kick it off.
Yeah, that's how I kill it off. You know.
Might as well.
Yeah, what they
May
call
as
me
well.
in the charlatan and all that. Now we got one person alive. Might be him. But all these, they gonna be some consequences. Yeah, win that case. Win that case, which I don't think he is.
Okay,
More
pay
than
that
one.
money.
They in here. What's up? What's up?
Pay that
What's up?
money.
Yeah, pay that money, man. Man, that case is mm, got very, very interesting, man. Very, very interesting. I read a Facebook post on the SQ forum. That dude Nick, the owner of Resonance, who one day I'm gonna contact and have on this show so he can describe his product. He actually said that he said the TS primers when they subwoofer was not true.
On
I should,
who's?
yeah.
On
That
who's?
when I shared the AI thing to y'all,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
go look on one of them AI pulled out a Facebook post where they was discrediting their TS primer, said this shit ain't true. The X Max ain't either. On one of they 40 millimeter X Max subs, they ain't did 15.
Mm.
I mean, that don't surprise me because all the QTS say 0.4.
Hey, that would get me. Every last QTS on they sub say on sundown sub say 0.4. Every single one. I said, now wait a second, that's just the perfect number. That can't
Is
be
that
fucking
what?
true.
Is that why the surrounds keep ripping?
You know
I just
now.
said that shit can't be. I don't know. The shit can't be fucking true. Every every look. Let's. And you know what get me? I was doing that video the other day. One of his main stooges said, "Man, you worry about somebody that's so much like that, and it ain't masculine. It ain't fuck you know about fucking masculine. Y'all around here playing dick games all the time." But
There you go. There you go. There
I
you
noticed
go.
that. Yeah, I'm just telling the truth, man. I just telling the truth, but I don't do the warriors, the keyboard warrior shit. I just let them do all that. Go on, get off, man. Go on, get off on the screen all you want to. It's probably the only time you're gonna ever get off, and I'm just gonna let that go. But I know they waiting for me to say the wrong thing publicly, so they can say it's a terroristic threat and all that old bullshit. That shit ain't gonna happen. I don't do threats. Promises I do. Threats not. But I know that too, Fred. You said that, and God is my witness. I never pointed that out to you, did I? Have I ever said that to you? That all the
No.
QTS is a 0.4? I never said
No.
that, did you? Know that completely on your own, did you?
Yeah.
I can't recall when, but I did see that. And I told him laying in the bed. It was a while ago. I told my wife, I said, baby, every damn subwoofer 0.4. Every subwoofer 0.4. She said, what that mean, baby? I said,
One.
baby, that shit just ain't right. It just ain't right. Ain't not every damn subwoofer. Not every last one you make. Unless they're all the fucking same, which means marketing again too. They don't they ain't doing nothing. But then I saw he said most competitors are using their products. Good marketing scheme. They feeling too. Left and right. But I don't want to deal with him. I'm gonna deal with him when I see him. Him all his little see how he really feel. See how he really feel. That's how that gonna go. Kind of like we used to say on the rec yard. This thing called Sting Card. Like we don't say on the rec yard. Let's go over here in the bathroom and get some understanding. Get some understanding.
Make sure he
Uh,
ain't now.
what do you
Nope.
think about the
All on still
Squad
point
Eagle?
four.
All on 0.4. Every last one.
Right.
Ain't no
And
manufacturer out there got a
I
subwoofer.
just
All
looked
they
up
subwoofers
and checked
0.4.
and check something
Every
else.
last one.
Right.
What?
Even the Nightshade, I just went back to just go look at my 3-4. Even Nightshade 10, QTS 0.4.
0.4.
That's crazy.
So how you all the every all it, man? let's talk about something else. That shit, you know, trying to debunk the marketing they had going on until I dropped that case. You know, that showed that shit kind of fuck shit up.
I know you want to move on, but I got to throw this comment up here. Dig low funny. He said, and they said the W7 was a high distortion driver.
Who said that the W7 was a high distortion driver?
That's what Sundown said. I forgot they said Dig Low just put it in the comment, bro. I had to look at it. I was like, man, I had to throw this out there. I had to. Appreciate that, Dig Low.
That's crazy.
People here talking, man.
Oh, shit.
Man. God, I can't believe look at me. I used to be a Sundown boy, man. I really went for the Kool-Aid, man. Until I started realizing, man, yeah, I used to be one. And then I didn't know about none of this stuff. I'm pushing that XAV for like X8 version 1. I was there since the X8, X8 version 2, version 3. I was there, man. People said, man. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that shit. Hey, what you think about the Scar Eagle 15? I'm gonna say something here might trip y'all out. Do you know that Scar Eagle 8 has one of the strongest motor forces on the market?
Mm-hmm.
So that was a question you can ask AI. What has the strongest BL of the 8-inch subwoofers on the market? The Scar Eagle 8's up there. Now, when I reviewed that sub sounded a whole lot better than that ZVX. It does play lows. Far better than that ZVX. Which ain't never changed in 14 years. No, ain't no but to it. That Scar's Eagle 8, ain't got no problem with it. I really don't. They do play low. I was surprised when AI told me that that's true. No, AI be wrong on a lot of stuff. But that ain't nothing. It's not wrong. That 8 was surprised. It's got 7.5 inch cutout too. Now, if it's durable now, I don't know. You know, they failed on their durability testing. Like I put that video today when I was telling people don't put me on that broken map mentality. They tend to fail for other reasons. Scar subs tend to fail for other reasons. But if you put it in the right box, respect the power handling that he got it rated at. Don't try to do twice rated like other woofers. A lot of other brands that hereupon will remain nameless. If you keep within rated power, which is now they trying to tell you to keep it within rated power, even though they pioneered that they were known for taking twice rated and all this old fuck shit. Now they want you to keep it at rated power so that, you know, it won't be user error so that they'll start honoring some warranties. Because now that Scotty on it, they ain't gonna do that shit. They ain't gonna do that. Got all about the money. Keep that gas now proper shit. I know he got that man got, he thinks I'm the bottom of the barrel. Me and him come from two different palms, two different ends of the palm. Two different ends of the palm. But the Bible said the last be first, the first will be last. So we'll see how things panned out over the years. See if maybe them roles reverse. We get somebody with some true character and integrity. But then again, when you look and see how the world is right now, I mean, we do have, when you really look at it, we have a reality star and a soft porn model in the White House. These are facts. I ain't making this shit up. The Playboy model in the White House. Well, she was tastefully naked. Interesting. But you know, some people like to selectively. Let's not remember that part. No, we're gonna remember that shit. On this, we're gonna remember that. We're not gonna, even though they didn't screw up the internet, a lot of us remember in my age group. Yeah, that is true. That's fact, not fiction. Trump was a reality TV star, and she was a Playboy bunny. That's in the White House. So the world, you never know what might happen in the world. But you know, people can change these striking stars. Hell, I have. But that's still fact. I'm happy in the White House though, because he's a convicted felon. So if he can get elected, you know, y'all know technically Trump is a convicted felon. I'm not lying. He is. I'm lying.
No, you ain't lying. Yeah.
He's a
34
convicted felon.
counts. 34
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah. So that gives me hope because I might run when we president of the United States of America. And when I do,
Boy, you know what?
you know it's coming. When I do become the president of the United States of America, we're gonna outlaw and subwoofer. We're gonna go 8 straight to 12. There's no sense in it. 8 can do the same damn thing. I'm gonna sign an executive order. Get rid of T.
MB become president. All you mugs out there that don't know how to use a tape measure, you better
Oh, you're going to jail. You're going to jail.
I think
He's gonna kick you out. He's gonna kick you out the country.
I really believe. If you American use tape measure, you really don't need to be an American citizen. A tape measure? The numbers written down. All you got that's the simplest thing to use. Just pull it on me. You don't know how to do that and get you out of here. And I'm gonna definitely get your kids tested to see if they're yours or the state. That's find out who take you over there. Find out who the real father is. The man.
Oh man.
I'm the father. I went over there with these 10 inches. Myself. Hey,
and you said
so
you banning all 10-inch subwoofers?
All of them. Don't make it no more. Period.
I'm gonna be that.
Ain't no need for them.
I'm gonna be the head of the Senate. We're gonna impeach your ass for that shit you just said. Not happening. But I ain't gonna lie though, if you leave that alone, you would actually do pretty good work. You at least should tell everybody the truth. We ain't sending nobody else no damn money.
That's what. See, I can't do that. Kennedy, they killed Kennedy if you tell the truth. People don't like the truth. They really don't. They don't. People like people, not the truth. And the Bible says that they will love the lie more than love the light. So I done revealed some things, and people getting on mad at me, man. You victim mentality. Oh, let me address that shit though. Boy, let me explain something to y'all. Don't ever, especially you racists, accuse me of the victim mentality. I will never, ever be a motherfucking victim. Oh, you understood. Because that means I'm the victim. Then no, I'm not a victim at all. I don't have no victim mentality. I like things the way they are. Bring your ass and find out if I'm gonna be the victim. We're gonna find out who the goddamn victim mentality is. I ain't doing no goddamn crime. Just bring your ass. I'm sorry, Lord. Just bring it. I ain't gonna be the victim. I promise you that. I ain't gonna be the victim. So getting back to what's this cardio stuff. What do you think about Scar 50? I think if you put in the proper box, it'll sound good. I think any subwoofer that you put in the proper box will sound good. Now, of all Scar audio products, the VXL, Fred likes that. I like it too. But I wish they had an 8 in it. But the 8 in that, they don't have the 10. That's right, they only got 12 and 15. Because they actually didn't design that subwoofer. That's an old design that people disbanded. It worked. They put their name on it. Pasting, copy and paste. And that's what it is what it is. Does it make bass? Yes. It sound good? Yes. You put it in the proper box. Also, it was like that. With that being said, the Scar 15 Evil, I think it's a good subwoofer. Them the 2 Scar products, yes. As I said that, yeah. I can make that 10 sound good, bro. The 8 too. Okay, you can look at me with them crazy eyes all you want to. Hey, dude, them 2 sound good, bro. Them 2 sound good. The Evil and the VXL. I didn't say it sound better than everything else. I said in their lineup, them 2 subs sound good.
Oh, you talking about out of the Scar products? Okay.
Out of the Scar products, yeah. Them they 2 best subs. If you look at that surround on that Scar, you can see, oh yeah, that worked. It worked. Tall, narrow. VXL, same way. I don't know. I think they went to a different build house and got that. Them jokers work, man, for real. Honestly. Okay, what's up, Devil Dog? Let me see.
Samuel Robinson.
this Nick, this the dude right. Nick says every silver that he tested bad and his is the best. Nick Padilla, I haven't researched that much, but don't all of them do that? I hope if Nick is watching, don't do that now. Don't do like you see somebody else young in the industry doing the same thing. Just talk about your products. That's how you keep the industry on your side. See, one particular company has got the industry off his side, particularly when all these legal allegations come out. It's not. It's gonna be hard for. Well, they really ain't gotta do no more investing no more. They got Scotty. Scotty got a lot of money. But we here at this channel, what we decided to do, like we no longer tell the customers to go to Excess Power to get better. Now we started to hear some things that making us believe that, you know, it's not. Let's try what Shuriken, Full Throttle, Limitless Lithium if you want to use lithium. We're going that route. We're not going that route.
Don't use limitless lithium.
Don't use limited. Why don't you use limited lithium?
Few issues and
batteries blowing up.
Yeah, no to the.
Now you know that's funny because you say I do. Now you tell me you shared me a cap I need to get from Excess Power. They don't know one guy.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. That's like even with that. That's why I really believe we need somebody to step up to this plate and be true competition to Excess Power. But right now they got everything. The caps.
They got it on lock, man. When it comes to the OEM fitment batteries exchange, they got it on lock.
Like we unfortunately, but what Limitless doing, they keep trying to go to everything instead of just all right, perfect this first, then come out with this, then come out with this. They ain't do that. I don't know why they do that. It's like, yeah, they went to that sodium and they sodium did what? Boom. They lithium already were doing what? Boom.
They still trying to push that sodium out there.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, I've seen in a couple of car shops now, man, talking about, you know, they trying to get them to run that sodium. They putting these sodium in trucks, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know too much about that technology, so I'm not gonna mess around with the mess around.
Hey, let's see if AI pull up what happened with Excess Power when that sodium down there, that sodium lithium in Florida to that whole family that almost got took out the game.
Let me you share that to me. Share that to me.
That right there, sodium is a no-go. You talking about that little small package being able to house all that energy, man. Just to make something to put on a motorcycle, they can lose me. They lost me with that. And it fails too quick.
That's originally what they were made for, man. Right? For motorcycles, right? And they try to expand it into the cardio world.
Yep.
So right now, Excess Power, Systematic Holdings got everybody on lock.
Everything, and they buying up all the cells, the lithium cells from overseas. They buying them all. They buying up most of them. Let me put it that way. Not all, but most of them. They buying them up so can't nobody else get it and get in this lane. I don't like it. Somebody need to do something about it, because guess what? If they have a lock on it for long enough, price is gonna go up, quality gonna go down. Who gonna suffer in the end? The consumer.
We definitely for the consumer. So with that being said, there's a company that has enough power to that match and exceeds anything Systematic Holdings can do. Kicker. Do they want to get into the battery game?
I need
them. Do they want to get into the battery game? Because I mean, they got wire, they got RCA. Oh, Kicker, watch this show right here. This could be a talker port Monday, because that's when Steve talks. And as long as we got this, you see Steve got big balls. You see that damn Solo X sitting over there.
You know, that would actually make sense. That would actually make sense for Kicker MB, because they really into the OEM compatibility, right? And everything that they're doing, their amplifier design and keeping it low amperage. You know, why wouldn't they get into the battery game?
They could do it on a different name. Just call it an affiliate, which means I need to make me a video because that's what they use my channel for. And that's what that fucktard retard we mad about. Let me call the man out the name.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. But that they can't get no exposure right here, and it is evident the exposure here. I mean, you watch our lives. This thing gonna kick all the way up to about 115, 120 sometimes. People watch this live. So, and then if I make a video and ask questions, because I'm for the consumer, not any particular brand, but I got the brands I love. And everybody know that. I stand behind them. You attack any brand under my umbrella, I'm coming at you. Guaranteed. Throw a rock, he coming. Defend mine. We can do anything. So that would be nice. They got the money for it. They developed that COX-8 in less than 2 years. They brought it to market from an idea. Mine. So
people would buy it because they know it's kicker quality, and kicker puts their name behind they go. You know the research is there. You know the technology is there. You know it's gonna last, right?
And they gonna honor the warranties.
They gonna warranty it.
Hey, here go another thing, and they gonna put the true wattage you can support on any instructions, unlike somebody that's gonna exaggerate what this battery can do.
So they can sell you another one.
Facts.
When it blow up because you over exceeded expectations, and then you try to give them on the warranty, they go say, "Oh no, we never said that." Facts.
Hell, they could get into the OE. They already in the OEM game, right? With just speakers, man. They can get in it to. Hell, they could be like, nah, they ain't gonna take over AC Delco and batteries, but I mean, shit, they could offer that as a package, the full kicker package
for the OEM vehicles. Yeah, because they doing that with these trucks. You know, your Silverado come with a GMC come with a kicker package you can put in that tailgate.
Oh, I got it. I have it.
The speakers, you just tailgate down speakers.
Yeah.
See, that's the only thing that killing me, Fred, about the goddamn that's boy right. Give me another mega cab. That but the now they come with that 2-screen. They got that kicker package. They can go in the tailgate, so you ain't got to play your system. You can sit there and just play your system on low, and you got the mids and highs coming out the tailgate.
I thought I told you that.
I didn't know
got that. Yeah, I got the kicker tailgate package, bro.
Because I told them Dodge had it first. Then GMC got it. But we ain't gonna do that.
What is you talking about? Dodge don't have a multi-tailgate. Yeah, Dodge don't have that.
No. I'm talking about kicker being in the Dodge.
Oh,
they do got a kicker package for the Dodge. And they Kicker recently came out a package for the fourth gens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they got a package for the fifth gen you can go straight to. You can buy it straight off Amazon.
Yeah, you buy it straight off Amazon. So they see because the Dodge was just that Dodge fourth gen ain't nothing. So ain't nothing gonna sound good. They ain't gonna play low like that. So I don't know, I haven't heard it, but yeah, Kicker got the money, man. So I think I'm gonna make a video. And on the video, I'm gonna say, hey man, everybody that want Kicker to get into this in the future, within the next 1 or 2 years, get into this battery game, like, subscribe, share this video. That's something else. Steve like to help the whole base community. He letting us bicker and war and all this shit. He just sit back and say, man, yeah, I'll figure it out, but we ain't dropping.
I want to see it in the comments. Everybody who got 84 people in here. If Kicker offered AGM batteries and possibly even lithium batteries, would you guys go out and purchase them?
Would you buy Kicker?
Would you see it in the comments? I know I would. Shit. Yes.
Because I would too. I trust him. That
you want to know which other company you got that'll do it too, and they got the money?
Who?
DB Drive.
Yeah, DB Drive got money too.
They can do it. They had capacitors. They got wiring kits too. They got everything you need at DB Drive except for lithium battery.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't get into it. And to be technically, like I heard the guy say, I can say. He said, everybody uses products in the lanes. Let me explain something to y'all. No matter what company you name, because Kicker said that black and yellow subwoofer inside Walmart, it's going to outsell everybody. Don't look all the number one selling amp is the Boss amp. That's on Amazon. That's on Amazon. Kicker product, you got Kicker North America, Kicker Europe, Kicker South America, man, Kicker Asia. You know, all these brands got subwoofers that like DD. DD got the DD I think 108. That's sold in Turkey, Middle East. They don't sell it here. The 812 that they start selling here, that's in Europe. So the companies that I'm bringing you for the big ones, DD, Kicker, DB Drive. Some of y'all say DB Drive ain't that big. It ain't that well known. Ain't been around since 2002. But boy, they can do the same thing. They can do this. They got the money, bro. They got big money. They got big money. They got big money, and you don't want to fuck with them. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't want to fuck with them because you go mess with their money. Something could happen to you. Boy, they got big money. They got big, boy. They got big money, and they want their money to grow. Understood. Hey, I got an MBX. Oh no, he asked this question. I read that. A ported box. I mean, I don't know why what else you think I put to say? I want to talk about ported box here. I don't talk about seal boxes. I don't talk about fourth order. I don't talk about sixth orders. And the reason why I don't talk about them kind of designs because both of those designs, fourth order and sixth orders, are, to me, and if you research yourself, you'll find out those are for SPL builds, demo builds. I'll give you a limited pass band, a whole lot of output. But you're gonna have group delay. Every time you move past a seal box, everything past a seal box, say that to you slowly. Everything past a seal box has group delay. Ported box has group delay. Cone moving, ports reacting, delay. Fourth order. Cone moves, air inside the cabin reacts, group delay. Sixth order, especially if you do a series sixth order, the base is going to be muddy. It's not going to be tight and accurate as they sit there and telling you. That's not true. You're increasing the output at the expense of accuracy. Your transient is going to suffer as soon as you move past a seal box. By each order you go. What has the less transient? What has the best transient response? Seal. What's next? Ported. What's after that? Fourth order. Series and parallel tune. Parallel tune, sixth order. You inside, it's even worse. Every order you go up, your transients suffer. Sealed is always going to be the best. I don't like seals. I need more output. So I don't recommend those type of enclosures to people. And I see that this popularized on social media forums like Facebook because most of y'all get y'all information from SPL guys. And they making these subwoofers just for failure. Do good at one frequency, not with that mega rolls round though, because the speakers that the guy was saying he pioneered most competitors use his subwoofers. They're not using with the mega rolls though. You forgot to say that little point.
That is true.
You left out a key factor in why they might be using large motor structures, big gaps, get to throw a lot of power into it, but they're not using mega rolls.
Is this true?
The RP Patel car, they did that 186 dB. It wasn't a mega roll in that motherfucker. I say I'm capping on that. I'm not. So you got to pay attention to detail. I'm here to point out the details so y'all know the differences. Now, kicker. Now I'm gonna leave that alone right now. We'll see what happens in this lane because I'm pushing kicker. I'm pioneering that. I've been pioneering this since damn near all my life. But this excess model is coming out. It's not gonna have an 8. I'm sorry. but it's going to give people that want to compete again, give them the options they need, especially when they can go from 1 to 2 on, and we'll see what they do in the lanes this year. But overall, because that Solo X is still a great sub, very good sub, can be used in competition, and I'm pioneering pushing that for people, especially the 8s that you can use. Get for me with a 1650 amp and be the great. Do not need to do any major electrical upgrades. 2 8s in a truck with a 1650 amp. That's all you need. And Fred brought something to my attention today that was very relevant. He said, "Man, you know that amp that you keep selling," because he was on Facebook or FaceTime. He said, "Man, you selling a lot of them jokers, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, I recommend that to a lot of people that want to buy the kicker package. Why? The amp does the same power at 1 and 2. It is the equivalent of a Robert Fosgate 5000 BDCP with newer tech.
And with a BSI already in it.
And it's got the shockwave already in. I mean the or BSI, a base signal. It's
base restoration.
The best restoration is good. You don't need to do nothing else after that. It's perfect.
How does that shockwave compare to the BSI, Fred?
If you ask me, honestly, if they made an LX 8000, I would have already had one and took the BSI out. I liked it better that way. Then on top,
I love kicking. It do the same goddamn shit.
It do the same thing, but the way that they integrated,
it really didn't. The way that they explained it, it wasn't like a base restoration. It's different the way that they were explaining. That's why I asked them how does it compare to the BSI, because the way they explain it is late. It's not like a BSI, or it's not like the epicenter. It's different.
Yeah. It's not, but the epicenter boosts. The old epicenter, not the new epicenter. New epicenter, they changed the tech. You could turn it completely off. But it was doing what it's always doing. It's looking at this frequency. All the base restoration dice does is whatever frequency they always go from 28 to 33. Damn near all of them doing that. 28 hertz to 33 hertz, 63 hertz. What does that mean? If you got the knob set all the way down where it says 30 and it's really like 28, multiply 28 by 2, you're going to get 56. Any song that plays a frequency at 56 hertz and you're using your bass restoration device effect knob and turn it up, it's going to increase the amplitude, or like some people, you adding dB. Okay, well, you adding the boosting. Yeah, it's gonna boost up 28. But it's not gonna play 56 and 28. It's gonna play 28 at the same pitch and modulation that it's playing 56. That's all bass restoration devices should be doing. Increasing the lower octave up to play at the same octave of the 56 and leave it alone. If it's done correctly, you won't clip. Wave Tech, that's another guy that was doing. You won't clip. If it's done correctly, you won't clip. If it's already present in the music, it's going to leave it alone. That's it. So people say, "Oh man, distortion music, this, that, another." You don't have it set right, or you don't know when to use it. Most modern music today, you don't need it. When y'all hear me play that Outfit song by Lil Baby, ain't no BSI on. All the meter scores y'all see me doing, ain't no BSI being used. Frequencies already said inside the song. I don't need to do anything to it, so I can cut it off. Okay. Now, shockwave does the exact same thing. Restores the low octave based on where you tell to look at. That's why people keep getting it wrong. And it's going to expose your box. If your box ain't tuned low, you don't have to use no shockwave bass restoration device, right? Because bass restoration device is going to play the octaves below 35. Because if you hit 35 and you look at 70. Now, if you go all the way, you turn that BSI knob or the shockwave knob, you turn all the way over to the right, thinking that's going to increase your bass. No. You turn that knob all the way over to the right, you're going to have the opposite effect. Now you're going into you're telling it to look at 60. Look for 60, which means it's going to look for bass at 120. MBE ain't no bass at 120, ain't no bass at 120 hertz for me and you. But our type of music is not the only music that exists in the world. Spanish people love the epicenter. You know why? Because their corrido music has no bass. It's playing in 80, 110, 120. That's what DS18 subwoofers. You ever heard them? What them boxes called? Banduro boxes, banjo boxes. What them banduro boxes? You ever listen to Mexican music when they play it real loud? You like, God damn. You can hear the bass. It's hard and impactful. It ain't it's just tight and punchy. Because they listen to music 70 to 150. 700 to 150. And some Spanish people, some of my brothers, they had to cut that in half and play it down low. Makes it sound totally different. Corridos. And they swear by it. Those the Mexicans that into that, they swear by it. I want to hear my type music playing like hip hop and R&B.
What is a Charuto box?
I think that's it. That's it. That's what he's talking about. That box. That's what Spanish people listen to. It's very impactful. When you go to carnival and stuff, when you be seeing they be playing and they moving, they be in a whole bunch of them boxes, and it's playing like 60 and up hertz. It's that shit loud. You look at the woofer like, yeah, you can feel it hit. It ain't low, but it's bass. I think I done built 2 of them in 5 years for customers with different subs. And that's the bass they like. Everybody likes bass different. But some of them
it's a mid-bass box.
It's a mid-bass box.
Mid-bass box. Yeah.
And it play real loud. But some of them like to get boxes tuned low, play that music, turn it on. It's gonna play everything they playing, but it's gonna play at a lower frequency. They swear by it. So if you understand what it's doing, then you can use it. If you don't, just don't use it. So you can do that on 1650. You ain't gotta use it. LX. I'm a little upset they didn't put on the Warhorse, but then I think about it. The Warhorse is a competition.
Ain't no need for all that.
Yeah, it ain't no.
ain't looking for sound quality on that one. You look at it pure muscle with that Warhorse.
That Warhorse, that's too long. I seen my bird sheet, man. I don't, man. That's a loud 2 ohms. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's a loud.
Hey, man. So we was talking about this earlier, and you got a lot of questions. They trying to get these questions, but I have to say this.
Go ahead.
Everybody running at 1 ohm because 1 ohm is gonna give you the most output. Is gonna be what you think is loudest, and what people are telling you. The more wattage you put to the sub, the louder it's going to get. I'm telling you, because I've ran those G7s at 2 ohm. I ran the 2 solos at 1 ohm and probably was giving them a little bit too much power. Wired them down to 4 ohm, bro. This 4 ohm experience with power is something different. What I'm experiencing right now, what MBE is experiencing at 2 ohm.
I told you about 4 ohm.
Man, bruh, the impactfulness that, look, I'm telling you, I'm sitting down messing with my darn truck in the driveway, and I cranked it up. My son come downstairs like, Dad. He laughing. He was like, I had my headphones, and he got the over-the-ear headphone noise canceling. He goes, I heard the bass. He goes, my desk started shaking in my room, 2 floor up. He on the 2nd floor. And I came downstairs. My neighbor, she texting my son talking about, hey, show Dad over there. He's shaking stuff in my house. I'm at 4 ohm, man. Y'all don't get it, bro.
7K. You don't 4 ohm on 8K now. That's a big difference.
I said with power. With power. But you know what? Even if you listening to your music moderately, right? And you may have I even had the JP at 2 ohm, man, with the G7 or the G7s, bro. It sounded good, man. It sounded really good. But not this good.
Because you got 4,000. Because you got 4,000. But anytime
I said with power.
Yeah, anytime you take your amp, I don't care what amp it is, and you go 1 on the phone because you got 2 D4 subs. You got whatever you got 2 D4 subs here, 1 on. Wind the jokers up to series and then wind back down to parallel. Put the amp at 4 on. It's gonna sound good. I don't care what amp it is. It's gonna sound a whole lot better, but you will not be as loud. The market, so you gotta understand what you want to do. Are you going for You want everybody to hear you. Like you want to be Fred or you want to be Ken. Ken said when he bought the AK, that's what he's gonna do.
I beg to differ though. I beg to differ. I know you saying I got 4 on with power. I get it, and I'm saying that too. But Fred, you said it yourself, bro. Those 710s that 4 on, bro. Seriously, seriously.
It's loud. It's crazy, but it sounds good. It sounds so good. It's like, how could I put it? The quaking effect is like
the bass is different.
It's different. Like you have to. How could I put it?
You gotta experience it. That's it, man. That's all they.
Yeah, you just gotta experience.
You have to experience it.
And everything.
You have to experience it, man.
That's why I kick it for the longest. Gave you the max power only at 2 ohm. They're not gonna give up all the control, but y'all pushing them. You know, people disrespected them, said they're the best in the industry. Hey, what? Okay, hey, start making 1 ohm amps again. What? Yeah, start making 1 ohm. Now handle something that can handle all that heat that's gonna be generated. That's how we got the Warhorse. Now we're gonna make a subwoofer even better. They back. They finna control the lane. Yeah, I'm sure they heard. One thing about kicking, we do this a lot. We watch our competitors. Now I'm not a competitor, but DD do the same thing. We watch, we don't say nothing. We don't say we're the best with nothing. We let you dig that hole for yourself. Then we let them purse strings go and come at you hard. And that's what's happening right now. They come at them hard. But if y'all ever do that, you'll be surprised. Remember, I was the one, I think I told y'all 2 years ago, and Drew Jones got mad at me. Oh, you didn't do that test right, because I did a 140 at both, because the box was fishing. So I did a 140 at 1 ohm, and I did a 140 at 4 ohm. And he, I did this wrong, giving out information, this, that, another. Even went so far, Steve Mead, who doesn't get involved in anything. Steve came and said, yeah, he technically right. Put both wires in there. I put both wires in there. I gained an extra 200 watts. It went from 4 to, I got 6, actually got clamped on the SMD device. It still did a 140. At that point, I said, okay, it's still, and it's just true to my box efficiency. But it sounds good. But it's not as that's in my cabin. It's not as, you probably ain't gonna be just as loud. Maybe you will. Maybe you just be a dB off. I did a 139.9. And before I was doing a 140 on that same song. And I just went from 1 on the phone. But phone sounds so much better overall because now the woofer is going to catch all the different nuances in the music. So it all depends what you want to do. But it is expensive because most of these amps out here now, to get that power at 4 ohm or to get the power at 2 ohm, because you say, well, MBE, if I just want, right now my wall is 2,500 watts. Well, let's run this, get me 2,500 watt. Is it better than DD 2,500 at 1 ohm? It sounds better than the DD 2,500 at 1 ohm. You can't compare them two together because the 2,500 at 1 ohm is more efficient and its resistance is going to do more dynamically than the 2 ohm going to do, than the Kicker Wars doing this 2,500 at 2 ohm. So you can't compare the two. You can only compare apples to apples. You can't compare apples to oranges. You can't compare an amp that makes 2,500 watts at 1 ohm to an amp that makes 2,500 watts at 2 ohm. You can't. It's more control at the 2 than the 1. It's more dynamic at the 1. Dynamic, the ability to get more burst, more RMS wattage than there is at 2. So you can't compare them two. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just here to tell y'all the best of the best. And let y'all decide what you're going to do with your money. Okay, this brother say I put 3 Scar D2 shot amount and they don't sound right. Yeah, that sounds about right. I got that sounds about right. You're gonna have to be I said evil VXL. I got that you. That sound about right. That sound about right. That sound about right. My years ago, you
didn't ask no questions like was a box built for the sub?
It ain't nothing else you can do to.
Ain't nothing else you can do. It's up to you. It ain't nothing else you can do. I'm sorry, bro. I understand where your money at. That's what you want to do. But this ain't the channel that's gonna sit there and try to dress shit up. I'm not going. I'm gonna say this is some shit.
He's gonna give it to him in the raw.
You ain't watch me. Just don't buy that shit no more. Don't try to fix it. Don't ask me to build a box for him because you say you make anything sound good. But I can't make shit taste like chocolate. It gotta be some sugar in it somewhere. Ain't no sugar in that motherfucker. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to hurt the feeling. I'm just save your money up.
Oh god, there was.
That's the reason why I don't talk about a lot of Scar products on this channel because I'm not gonna see you down.
You know, so I just gotta let you know what happened over in the comments after you said that the EVL was okay. Somebody said is audio pipe is somebody over in the comments a while back up there at the top said is audio pipe okay too?
That audio pipe TX. Remember the 8 I had on the channel? You remember the 8 I had on the channel?
Nah.
Y'all remember that 8 I had on the channel? The audio pipe 8, the TX BDXX.
You know I got selective memory, man, with shit you have on the channel.
You remember Fred that 8 I had on the channel? Audio pipe 8.
Only one audio pipe I remember is all types of mechanical noises. You said this is why I don't do it. I don't know if that was it or not.
The TXX BXX. That they top of the line model they got. They did not take no shortcuts on the 8 either. That joker will that joker will do a 40. He'll do a 40. Yeah, he will. I think he told it $19. Yes, he will. Now, how long he gonna last? I don't know that part yet. But he will.
It's a question mark. It's a question mark.
That's a to be continued is what it is.
See. But so audio. So other than that, but audio pipe better than this car. They tend to need big boxes. They got very weak motors.
Audio pipe.
Yeah, they ain't. But this was damn MBE. You said Kicker need big boxes. Kicker can play in good boxes. I said audio pipe need big boxes because how they design their subwoofer. Okay, and it's not very articulate. You know, it's gonna be a lot of stuff you miss. But hey, that's where your money's at. That's where your money's at. Okay, MB a few years ago, and people say, "Well, MB, you hating, right?" If I'm hating on your money, and find me a world champion that's running an audio pipe. I'm just telling you, I'm just here to differentiate. Hey, man, it is what it is, but if that's where your money's at, that's where your money's at. But ain't nobody doing nothing with it. That's just true.
I see a lot of audio pipe and box Chevys.
You gonna do
out
that
here in Chicago.
Yeah, it's affordable. They like to pay the truck. Cause I might have been pioneer days. I tell people all the time, you got you a box Chevy. You got you hey baby. You got you a box Chevy. You got you a 98. You know all the mobile school cars with the trunk. MB, what should I put in there? Do not. Nothing. Yeah, well, I really want you to put nothing in there. But do not spend thousands of dollars. Don't spend over $400. That's about to be too high. I say $300. Between $300 and $400 per 12. They put inside a box that's going in the box. You wasting your money. You just what you're not gonna man. When they tell me, man, I want to sound good. Don't put a box in a box. Unless you're gonna build a fourth order. If you're gonna build a fourth order where it's poured into the cabin, then spend some money on the subs. You'll get some group delay, but hey, you know that's part of it. You'll get a boosted output in a fourth order. But if you just putting the box in the trunk and why, man, don't spend all that damn money. Yeah, don't do that. Why? They talking, man, this sound good. You gonna both stand outside the car. I'm looking at you like, yeah, man. You hear that? You hear that 18 hertz in there? Man, get the fuck out of here. You know damn well you hear that. You hear none of that shit. Don't do that. That's just my opinion. Now, MB, a few years ago, you did a review on the Resilient Sounds Gold 8. What do you think of running 4 in a Grand Prix? Make sure it's a small box. That's it. That's all I think about it. I took them to like 138 and they were screaming, get up there. It's Alabama, bro. It's not. It's not. What they is, their R&B department is a keyboard, bro. That just is what it is. Sounded good, but it ain't gonna. It's not gonna do what I need to do. Put it in a small box. That's all I can tell you. Stay around 0.5, 0.6 per. Try to control a little bit more. I already answered that question. You asked the same question again. A ported box. What I told you one time. Oh, he said, yeah, but we know everybody. Man, Sundown a little clip, a little cut over there. They following the illustrious leader. He's a crash dumb his damn self. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I wish he'd tell somebody them subwoofers he designed. But he designed them doing engineering. He gonna release that name. But that dude might be distancing himself from him too.
I had to like rebrand it, like subwoofer design or maybe subwoofer suggestions, because you got to have you have to have an electrical engineer and a mechanical engineer to make a subwoofer, right?
You gotta have electrical mechanical. That's what you're doing. Mechanical is all parts moving. Electrical is you messing with the signal. So you need to be an electrical mechanical engineer. So you can figure out to take it, to acoustical energy. He went to school. He said he went to school. But I can
wait. He went to school, he didn't finish school. But what I'm saying is you have to have an electrical and mechanical engineer to create a subwoofer, right?
I would say so.
All right. So if
you really want one.
To have one.
Yeah.
Kicker probably, I would assume, and I'm only assuming, that Kicker has electrical engineers and they have mechanical engineers. They come together and they form like Voltron and they come out with Solar Waves.
But
right?
You can get an electrical mechanical engineering degree.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there is an electrical mechanical engineer. That is a thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Taking electrical energy. Yeah, electrical energy, quantifying over to a mechanical, something that's moving membrane. Because the subwoofer is really called a transducer.
Got you.
They can diagram right that
so
whole thing out.
What do you call it? What do you call a person that has an idea and gives it over to the people that actually can make that come to fruition?
Hey,
MB.
why you playing? Because I ain't gonna lie to you.
MB.
If they keep on asking questions about this budget stuff, I'm gonna get on this iPad, go to Alibaba, and y'all gonna see some base head journals, X and T's. That's what y'all gonna see.
I'm gonna school y'all. I'm gonna school you. I gotta school you. Come here, baby.
Somebody said CT Tropo down here at the bottom.
I seen that and I skipped right over that.
Yeah, that's another Alibaba. They sound pretty good, but they ain't no engineering that either. Well, I can say no engineering. It is engineering. It's just the engineers over there in China. Every subwoofer got an electrical mechanical engineer behind it. The engineers over there in China. And there's nothing wrong with Chinese engineering. Math is math no matter where you go in the world. Math is math. So if you buy CT sounds, you buy resilient sounds, you buy Scar product, all this shit the same. They got electrical mechanical engineers in China. These subwoofers make bass now. Let's be for real. They make bass. But they're not going to surpass those who actually now we're going for a given performance or a certain price point. Those price points subwoofers, bad produced. Y'all say, what do you call somebody who designs, who comes up with an idea? I say you call them MBE. And I can prove it. If Kicker ever puts a motor on the backside of this joker right here, they'll disrupt the whole industry. Y'all remember that? Y'all looking at it right now. Remember when I said that? If they'll put a motor on the backside of this Q class, it'll be a problem. It was my idea, wasn't it? The idea, I proved it could be sold, came to fruition. I didn't engineer that motherfucker. I had no part in engineering. I just gave my idea. Engineers made it work. Let's put a motor on the backside of what's his name? Why? Steve. In one of them Monday meetings about two and some years ago, about 3 now. Is it possible? What? If we would put a larger motor, bigger voice core, I'm just using an example, on that Q class. Is it possible? Talk to his engineers. We could work on it, put in project development. What would it need to be? Keep watching the NB. Get how much X max we said they need. I said 19, 20, because that was at the time. No, I said 22. I said give it 22. They made it 24. What they list is 24. You feel me? What they list is 24. Huh? Only thing they didn't do, and I guess because this is the engineering part of it, the Q class got more has a greater SD than the Solo. Q class has an SD of 41. The Solo has an SD of 38. But he fast the Q class X Max is what, 17 millimeters? Yeah, 17.5 millimeters. And I think 17.5. It's in fact, hold on, boy. Oh,
Boy, you got them calling all the budget stuff in the comments.
it is a place for. Now, before we say this, now I want y'all to say something. There's nothing wrong with budget, man. Go to budget basic. There's nothing wrong with budget. That's where your money is, man. That's where your money is. But don't come up there and want me to say, yeah, this shit is the equivalent of this because you pay less for it. That's not true. It's not true.
Let me tell you this. And I was a person that ran budget stuff for a while because, bottom line, that's what I can afford, and I want to base my car. I wish now hearing manufacturers that put money into it and not just throwing, anything out there, I would have waited and not been impatient, save my money up, and actually got quality product because it's different, bro. Like the sound quality you get that when you're running something that people have put some thought into it versus going and picking different soft parts off the shelf and just putting it together because they can put out some specs that looks great and say it's going to do, the most and going to give you, what you say, MB, orange horseshoes and purple donuts and whatever the case might be. Yeah.
Blue diamonds, green leprechaun.
They write a good description and tell you that they're gonna offer you the world, and you get it in there and it sounds like bass, and it's like, okay, great. But once you've actually heard something that's been engineered and it's got its own and people have put some thought into it, it's worth saving your money up and actually getting quality, bro. I just, you can't go back, but that comes with knowledge, experience. And if I knew then what I knew now, I would have waited, saved my money up, and done things the right way, man. My opinion.
Hey, I agree, because is the 710F, is that budget?
No, not 17. I think they consider the 16. I don't know. 17 is $300-something. Or is it $400-something?
It's 400. Well,
what's
considered budget?
Most people understand the budget is for an 8, they won't spend about $120, $130. For a 12, they won't spend no more than $250. And any price point in between their various things is budget. 12, $250. 15, $3. That's budget because that Solo X is $440. That's now. Why would I buy 8? I could buy 15. Yeah, well, that 8 gonna crush on 15. Straight up. You get the right entry level. You be, are you crazy? All right. It's people out there with 215s. They ain't doing number 136, 138.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I done heard plenty of feelings with folks that thought just because they had 15, it was gonna be what they thought it was, and it's pretty ugly.
Them weak ass 10s.
When I thought about telling him about them weak ass 8s, and then like I'm gonna crush somebody else with some weak ass.
Yes, Scott, I'm working tomorrow. I work on the weekend. I work on the weekend. Friday's my day off. Monday's my day off. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, it's a business. This is what I gotta do. This dude James Brooks. This dude James Brooks. What is wrong? Is he like off or something? Because you see, I asked the question one time. He keep putting it on there over and over again.
He's a millennial.
He's a millennial.
Don't do that. No. Don't try to do that. He is Gen Z. Don't do that. He's Z, not millennial. Z.
Okay.
Y'all ain't finna do that.
Oh, somebody said Trump was the real first black president, not Obama.
Oh, damn. Oh damn.
My God.
Who said that?
So when he put Obama, this right here, Mr. Slimbag, he said he is the real first black president, not Obama. Somebody in this camp put Obama in the monkey suit. He said he ain't apologized, and you say he the real first black president. Woo-wee. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That one he lost.
Acknowledge that one.
Yeah, that's when he lost. When he wasn't even presidential to say, hey man, to disavow that. That's when he lost me. But it is what it is. You know, that's why people say, man, you gotta vote. See, you might be one of them same people, Mr. Sunbad, that say, make sure y'all vote to protect your right to vote and protect your right to vote and protect your civil rights. I'm gonna say this for you, and everybody's watching, they can take it however they want to. If they don't allow me to vote, if they take away my civil rights, the first motherfucker to look like you, look different from me, try to lynch me or tell me to do something, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something you ain't never seen before. One of us ain't gonna make it through the day. That's a promise, not a threat. So I don't care if he voted in or don't vote in. I don't care nothing about it. The fact that we still gotta talk, even Democrats and Republicans, and when they bring that shit to me and you text me on the phone, you know, we gotta protect your right to vote, protect your civil rights. First thing come to my mind, bitch, you crazy. I was born free. I like how we put on these shirts and these flags, and I ain't never been in no slavery, never been no hard. I was born free. I'm gonna stay free. Understand that. I'm fully about that. Fully. To the farthest extent. I done put an AB in the ground on that yard in Coleman too. I got one pushing up dailies. FBOP know that. I ain't nothing to play with. Soon as you try me on my civil rights, my freedom, we're about talking about some fucking voting. We're gonna see who make it through the day. Now back to cardio.
You got a super chat up here, MB.
Where
that? Quentin 9514.
Who's this?
He says, would he need an electrical upgrade for F-150 with 2 solo A's?
Man, you can use a 1650 you won't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But depending on what your goals are. If you just want to sound good, and I think you'll be able to attain a 140 with F1 in the F-150 with a kicker 1650.1. We just change your battery out. I firmly believe that. The amp does the same power at 1 and 2. It's a fluid bridge design, so it's gonna be easy on your electrical. As you rise from 1 to 2, you still gonna get the same power. It's just all around good amp. If you want to use that amp, no, but I won't go north for that. I want to get even louder than that. Then you might need to look and get some electrical upgrades. But that 1650 amp from Kicker for they sub, that's the beast amp. Small footprint, does some amazing things. Some amazing things.
I wonder what year his F-150 is.
Huh?
I wonder what year his F-150 is.
As long as it's 2008 or newer, he fine.
What happened about the 2008? Having after 2008.
But if he got a 5th gen, nah, I wouldn't leave that alone. 1650.
You talking about the E-Torque? You talking about the E-Torques?
No, the E-Torque is the Ram.
Okay.
And the DD equivalent of that is just go ahead and get a DDSS 2000. Let's say you get two. You want to do the DDS DD 608. Get 2 of them and the DDSS 2000. You be fine. No electrical upgrade needed. That the S1500 or the 2000. No electrical upgrades needed, other than maybe changing your battery. And that's it. Both full bridge design. I'm gonna have to get it as 2000, but I trust DD. They did the same thing with toroidal formers and increased the compactance. They're not doing the full bridge design like was really available with these new upstart sophomore children that's out here now. They're actually paying the money for it. They do what they need to do. Audio, do you like audio pipe BD4? MB, do you like audio pipe BD4? If my money was there, I would have to like it. But me personally, nah. It's not articulate. It's not articulate enough. All the bass is just booming. I don't personally like it. No. Oh man, I didn't know that. I saw that. He said you saw that, y'all. Hit a 177. Yeah, USC. Hit a 177. I don't know what he hit it with. You had to look it up. See. Oh, Memphis in the house. What's up, Memphis? MD Ferguson. Let me see who else is up here. Let's see. Ken got a question for you. Right there. Hey, your question, Ken.
I answered it in the chat, bro. But yeah, so to get that M8000, you have to do some modifications. Yeah, that phone, you got to get rid of it. I had to put a 2NC lift on there too, and had to put spacers behind the mountain brackets to push the seat forward. So again, wasn't well thought out. Wanted to put it in there. It's not many places you can put an amp that big in a truck. Now the Rams, they have a lot more space behind the seat of behind a back seat. The GMCs, because they have a lot of different electronics behind that seat, you're limited to probably about 3/4 of what you have in the Ram. The Ram, I ain't even know this until Fred pointed out, bro. They got a blank canvas back there, bro. They can do all type of stuff. But at GMC, yeah, some modifications need to be done. I don't know about Fords. Fords got the same amount of space behind the seat.
What?
Well, hold on, old boy using full time.
My son in this got his amps on the back wall. They got room. Not for no sub.
They got room too.
Yeah, they got room to mount.
Man, you know something? I want to know something. Who in the feed in the comments got a Ford this big?
Anybody? Wait a minute, Rick, why? Why?
Rick, why I got a Ford that big?
Well, all things chill here. Please, I can't wait till you get that 410 box from that individual. I can't wait.
He got a Ram though, don't he?
No, he got a Ford.
Oh, he got a Ford?
Yeah, I want to know what's up with this Ford aluminum body. T-Brew, you in here? I was telling the call you asked you about that. What material is Ford body made of that's different?
Yeah, he in here.
He might be in there.
Yeah, what is Ford body made different is it made of a different material than a Ram or a Chevy?
Aluminum. They saying,
yeah, you think you ain't no Ford aluminum about it?
2015s and up.
No. Does it prevent y'all from metering well or holding base? If you apply sound deadener, Tim, you don't count.
Why Tim don't count? Oh, he in it. Yeah, all right.
He got that setup. That don't count.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Okay, everybody that said they're on the floor said nope. They said they're doing fine with it. So hey, it is what it is. I just want to double check.
I like who that dude got I like this name. Myron Spivey. Which has the best response? Fourth order or horn port? You got to figure that out for yourself. Just know that every order after seal has group delay.
So what would a horn be?
Where would it be? Right after port?
It'd be right after. Whoa.
But a horn amplifier sound. Let me make sure I get this right. But it still has a measure of group delay. Everything out the seal has group delay, man. Anything, what's group delay? If the cone moves and anything responding to that it's moving in response to the cone movement. It's going to be delayed. It's not going to be at the same time. A transmission horn or a horn to try to get you fairly close where you won't be able to discern. But if you pull that meter out, you're going to see you only getting response out the horn when the cone moves. You get that, right? Everybody get that? That's why the seal box, when people say, man, it's the best box. If that's how you want to listen to your music, I can't argue that. But if you want to exaggerate it, increase response, you want to use a resonator, transmission line, or something you're going to have to do. Now, the transmission line is timed to release at the same time as the cone, so that after the first interaction, everything else is in time. Everything else is in time. Okay? But in a resonator, HEMOS resonator is resonating. It's like blowing your mind over a mouth. You're blowing air over a bottle. And it depends on how much air inside the box, how much resonance you get. Still got group delay. Still got, because it's responding to something. So if you're responding, that means you're coming after. Okay? Okay, now what sounds the best? I can't argue that with you. I can't talk that. That's see how I pinch this, don't nobody here feel it. You want to decide what sound the best. One guy commented, man, I like the sound of fourth order band pad. I can't argue that. Let's do that. What you like? Okay. All right. We got everybody. Let me tell you, in closing, let me say this. In closing, because I've been up about an hour. Sound is full of opinion, okay? Period. The information I present up here, I'm not saying it's absolute truth. Please understand that. These are my opinions. The subscribers here that watch it agree with me, and they got a box for me. Some of them share my opinion. There's a lot of people that actually say, MBE, I don't agree with you on everything, which is good. I never said agree with everything. That's the problem Jacob came into. You start getting the God complex. I'm just giving you my opinion and things I can help you with. Some things are facts. Never said I'm the best box builder. Unlike somebody say he's the best subwoofer builder. What causes your problem in the industry? Never said that. Never. Them guys that said some saying that I said something happened because I couldn't duplicate it. I didn't say that. I said 2H doing the 151 is impossible. Never happened. I thought it was a charlatan. Till I was proved wrong. Then I made the apology. And I sent them solo X's. But everything I'm saying here has a measure of opinion to it. MBE, what sounds good? I say the Evil 8, and the BXF sound good in Scar. Some other people say, man, the ZVX is it. They sound good too. I can't argue that. That's your opinion. Cardio full of opinion. If somebody says something, like some things are factual, like a subwoofer needs to go in the box. This is an IB sub. That's facts. That's fact. Now, how each individual sub sound, some people like my sound, they or my experience, and they go, you know what, I heard MBE box. I understand his mindset. I think they know their frequency. I'm gonna get a box built by him, and they happy. I've had people, Redbone, he like high bass, he wasn't happy. Had another brother that I built a box for. I'm just telling the truth. I had another brother I built a box for in South Carolina. He didn't do all that shit. What's his name did? He just say, man, I expect more. But it ain't bad. I'm happy you paid. I paid you. I got what I paid for. And that was it. And another guy, young guy in Alabama, found out he liked high tune bass. And that was 3 people out of 5 years. So yeah, I'm not ever gonna say that everybody's gonna be happy because some of you don't even know your frequencies that you like. But what I will say, I do know how to build a box. I ain't never took nothing from nobody. I don't deal in fraud and deception. And cardio's full of opinion. Listen to everybody's opinion. You hear me? Listen to everybody's opinion and then decide for yourself what you're going to do. Don't follow me. Don't follow them. Read. Like I be telling you on Daily Inspiration. Read the Bible. Read. Listen to everybody and make your own decision what you're going to run. Then I find out who resonates with you. That's a fact. Yeah, this is a fact. Find out who resonates with you, who theory you agree with, and then run it.
Facts.
Whatever it is. Whether I like it or not, don't make no difference. Because whether I like it or not, I ain't buying them motherfucking subwoofer. You doing. You spending your money on it. Whether I like it or not. MBE, you don't like budget shit. I don't. Well, that's all I can afford. That's good. It's good for you.
That's you.
That ain't good.
That's
but
you.
Okay.
That's you. If you need a box for it, you willing to pay the price. I'm gonna charge what you pay for the subwoofer. They go dictate the box price. It ain't. It ain't. That's on you. So when you come here, just know you're dealing with truth. You might not like the dude twice. I hate your subwoofer. I don't particularly like your subwoofer. That don't mean nothing. This is why I be trying to tell you. I tell Fred. Fred used to do that, and I used to tell Fred, come on. Now he said all the time. Fred know he said at least once a week. Say what you say, Fred. At least once a week you say this to me.
Once a week or every day?
Might be every day. What you say?
Man, fuck them mates, man.
No, not that. Not that.
Oh.
Fuck. What's the other one?
Oh, fuck a sundown.
No, not that one. I ain't talking about that.
You got him lost.
You got him lost. I might say, Fred, stop worshiping me, man. I ain't worshiping you, man. Fuck you,
man. Fuck you. Man, fuck MB. Fuck you.
Fuck cool with all that.
That's every 3 hours. No, once every 12 hours. I say about once every 12 hours. That's once every 12 hours. I wake up, look in the mirror, and say, "Fuck MB."
That's once every. That's once every other conversation, really.
Pretty much.
He pissed me off. I'm cool with all that. You might have to give my opinion. Because at the end of the day, I want y'all to do this here, man. Listen to the signs. If it makes sense to you, act on it. If it don't make sense to you, I'm cool with that. I don't think everybody agree with me. Hey, man, I said I am who I am, with or without. So I'm gonna be like that all the time, man. All the time. I am who I am. But I hire them. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Damn it. Where the check at, goddammit? Hey, I got them on the channel to make sure we get a difference of not just my opinion. See, if you got everybody around you just listening to you, you'll start thinking that your shit don't stink. It happened to somebody.
You Trump. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta have people around you that have different opinion. And that's why I got them up here so we can, vibe, relate to each other. But I'm gonna have my opinion. And sometimes my opinion gonna hurt and offend you. But this is my generation. That's what we do. We grow over each other. Iron sharp iron, man. And sometimes I learn, sometimes now you'll find out. And just keep it moving. But you ain't gotta agree with me. At the end of the day, I ain't buy your goddamn subwoofer.
Let me clarify. That Trump mentality is you surround yourself around a bunch of people that tell you what you want to hear. And if you surround it around people that tell you what you want to hear and that you write all the goddamn time. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Like how he backtracking right now. He indirectly saying, well, Pete has stuff. You gave me information. Now You the one. You the reason why we in this war. Nah, bitch. You the reason why we in this fucking war.
No accountability.
You hired him, and now you want him to be the scapegoat for this war. You can't goddamn stop. And these people got the straight hormones, whatever they fucking doing. Now you see, that's why I don't do that. And watch Peter gonna turn on me in a minute. He said, "Look here, fuck boy." I know he gonna turn on me. Peter served. Now you trying to say it's my fault, man? Stop this. But that's who you chose to follow. Opportunity. He's opportunistic, and you opportunistic. And now you're gonna butt head. You're gonna butt head because you can't have nobody challenge your opinion, and that's always gonna be a problem. That's always gonna be a problem. But like I said, man, and in closing, we learned this in the hood. I'm the richest man, for my family. A good ass whooping good for somebody. Everybody need a good ass whooping. A good old kid, Fred, you learned in Alabama. Ken laughing too. They said it, boy. A good old fashioned ass whooping ain't did nobody wrong, boy.
A little good old fashioned humbling ain't bad for nobody.
It's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you. Somebody getting their humbling right now. You gonna learn today? Well, you've been learning for a while now. Ain't you? Been learning for a while now. Hey, y'all be blessed, man.